Take some time to make rolls of the shoulders down and back and down. Get a little bit extra free across the neck. Spread your collarbones. And then close your eyes for a moment. Stack the crown of the head over your tailbone. And find your breaths. As you breathe in, get spacious all across your lungs. Upright, the lungs down, the lungs to the sides of your lungs. And as you breathe out so much that you have a feeling that you are making your pelvic floor bigger and it lifts up. As you breathe in, renew the energy, lengthen. Exhale completely. Abdominal wall moves in and up. As you breathe in, find the lengthening across the spine. As you breathe out, find firmness in the belly. Breathe in, the air moves all the way down, belly, chest. And as you breathe out, empty your chest and empty your belly. For a moment, visualize that it's like a pouring water into the glass. So you breathe in, you feel the bottom in, so the belly and then the chest. And as you breathe out, you empty the chest first and then the belly. Breathe into the bottom and up to the chest. And breathe out, empty your chest and empty your belly. Breathe in for 6, 2, 3, 4, 6. Breathe out to 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out to 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. X to 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And come back to your natural breath. Everything seems to deepen, the sensations, the feelings as you arrive fully to your yoga mat. Now open your eyes, stretch your arms wide open and take your arms up over the head. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, send the hands forward, bow down, head down. If you feel rusty, go only halfway down. Try to lengthen the spine, pushing the back of your heart, back ribs away from your hips. And as we bow humbly forward, find intention for your yoga practice today. Relax your head, maybe even sway your head from side to side gently. And then crawl your hands back towards your legs, sit tall, breathe in, lengthen, and breathe out, twist to the right, left hand onto the right knee, right fingers behind you, look behind the shoulder. Stay long across the spine as you breathe in, and breathe out, empty your chest and your belly. Breathe in, fill up from the bottom, the belly and chest. Exhale, twist even more. And then come back to the center. Send the fingers behind you to uncross your legs and cross to the opposite way. The other shin bone in front of you. Breathe in, lengthen the arms up over the head. And as you breathe out, bow forward. Relax the head. Remind yourself your intention, so that each time you arrive on your yoga mat, You are strengthening not only your body, but also your mindset. And then climb back up. Breathe in, sit tall, and breathe out, twist to the left. Look behind the left shoulder. Breathe in, feel your belly, chest. Exhale, empty your chest and your belly. Each time you breathe in, sit a little bit taller. Each time you breathe out, try to find a new depth of the twist. And then come back to the center. Roll through your legs into all fours. Get onto the tip of the fingers and keep your knees as wide as your hips. On breathing, open to the cow pose, open across the chest, spread the collarbones. And on breathe out, tuck your toes under, hips to heels, and move into the cat pose. Breathe in, forward, open up, chest forward, shoulders over the wrist, and breathe out, push hips to heels and round the spine as much as you can. 2 more times. Breathe in, way forward, stay on the tip of the fingers to strengthen the hands, and on breathe out, cat pose, hips to heels, stretch those toes. 1 more time. Find the rhythmic breath and follow your breath. Then come back onto your hands, untuck your toes, and walk your hands towards the right side, a little bit out of the mat. Then walk the hands even more forward in diagonal way and drop your forehead down. So it looks like puppy pose, but we are adding a little bit of side body stretch. Breathe towards the left side body. Long breaths. Do not rush it. Come back to the center, left hand in the middle of the mat, and slide your right hand to the left to twist. Right side of the head, right side of the cheek on the ground. Exactly, Natalie. And keep on breathing here. It's a mild twist, a nice way to wake up. Especially in the mornings, pay attention what your shoulders are saying to you. In Vinyasa Yoga style, the shoulders are the most vulnerable places because we repeat Vinyasa a lot. So listen a lot to your shoulders, breathe in, climb back up onto your hands. Walk your hands to the left and forward in diagonal way. Keep your hips above your knees and lower the head down. Breathe into the right side body. Stay here. About 3 more breaths. Enjoy breath. Every breathing, it's a new refreshment. Come back up. Take the right hand to the middle of the mat and slide your left arm to the right underneath the right armpit. Drop the left side of your head down. And refine your breaths. Each breathing is like you are reborn again. The vital forces are floating your body. And then come back up onto your hands and knees. Tuck your toes under. Exhale to first downward facing dog. Move around a little bit, soften into one knee and the other. Push your shoulders towards your ears. Press strongly through the fingers and knuckles. And always try to release a little bit your wrist from their duties. Maybe they even find a micro lift as you press down through the fingers.
Now step only halfway forward. And when you are in this shortened downward dog, think that this is still a downward dog sensation. So you are keep on sending your sitting bones way high, lengthening your torso, arms, long lines from fingers to the back. If it's hard, you can go on the tippy fingers. It will make it a little bit easier. Relax the head. Maybe shake the head, yes. And then look forward, step your feet forward between your hands. Lengthen out, breathe in. Breathe out, fold down, nose to knees. Breathe in, rise up, heart up, arms up, palms touch above the head. Exhale, hands through the heart. Let's stay in motion. Breathe in, arms up, lengthen. Breathe out, fold down, open your arms wide. Breathe in, halfway lift, chest pointed forward, and breathe out, step on your knees to O4. So right knee back, left knee back. Let's modify vinyasa. Step once again on your fingertips. Breathe in, open to the cow pose. And breathe out, round to the cat. Chin to chest, tuck the tailbone. Once again, open to the cow pose. Roll your shoulders away from your ears. And then press down through your hands, tuck the toes under and step into downward dog. Find a drishti point between your heels. Press down your toes, the balls of your feet, but it never matters if you touch with your heels down. So even if you need to bend your knees down, the intention is there to point the heels towards the mat. But they never need to touch. If they touch, that's perfect. If not, it's also fine. Breathe in, lift your right leg up for three-legged dog. And breathe out, step the right foot forward between your hands, drop your left knee down to the ground. Breathe in, sweep your arms up, and then take the right palm to your lower spine. Reach your left arm behind. Open the front body, left arm pointed back. Engage your core, so every breathe out, try to push the air out so you find a strong tummy, strong pelvic floor. Circle your left arm forward and down and right arm forward and down. Straight the right leg. If it's hard, you can always keep a micro bend in the right knee. And this is our exhale. On inhale, bend the right knee again and lean forward. Exhale back, straight the right leg. Inhale forward. Keep rocking 2 more times like this. And it is your body in the morning. Do not rush it. Next time you straight the right leg, pause there for a moment, point your toes towards your face. Keep dragging your right heel backward. And send your right sitting bone back. Lengthen the spine. Bend the right knee. Plant the hands forward. Step the right knee back. Let's take one more cat and cow. Breathe in. Open. Breathe out around the spine. Breathe in, neutral spine, prepare, tuck your toes under, and on breathe out, spread the fingers, move to downward facing dog. Breathe in, reach your left leg high up, three-legged dog. Breathe out, step the left foot forward between your hands, drop your right knee down. Breathe in, reach your arms up, lunge, and then take the left palm behind the back, reach the right arm behind. Maybe even more back than your head is. Every breathe out, find strong tummy. Every breathe in, reach your heart away from your hips. And circle your arms forward and down, right arm followed by the left one. Exhale, straight your left leg.
Inhale, hips forward and lower down hard forward. And keep rocking this way about 3 more times. Find the rhythm in your breath. After about 4 times, straight the left leg. Of course, if you feel rusty, you can place your hands on the block. Aim to lengthen your spine so you will achieve even more stretch if your tailbone is untucked. The sitting bones are pointed back and up. Neutral lumbar spine, so you are not curving your spine into the banana shape. Rather try to maintain straight neutral spine. Exactly, bravo. And then bend your left knee, hands forward, step the left foot back, breathing into the cow pose. Breathe out to the cat shape, round and empty, hollow the front body. Breathe in neutral spine, prepare, tuck the toes under, exhale to downward facing dog. Let's repeat exactly the same but higher up. So breathe in, right leg high up. Breathe out, step your right foot forward between your hands. Breathe in, climb to high lunge. And then take the right hand behind you to the lower spine and send your left arm back. Find strong legs magnetizing the inner thighs towards each other. And if this is too much to lower spine, bend the left knee a little bit to lengthen the tailbone. Send your heart way high up and then circle your left arm followed by the right arm down. And then exhale, straight the right leg. Inhale, bend the right knee, hip slow, heart forward. 3 more times, keep rocking. And if this is too much, you can always keep a gentle bend in your right knee. Move into the feelings. And then next time you straight the right leg, keep it straight. If this is too hard, hop the left foot a little bit closer. It will make it easier. Lengthen the spine. Press the balls of your feet down. Keep reaching your sitting bones back and up. This will be a challenge. And this time, let's step through vinyasa. So bend the right knee, frame the right foot. Breathe in into the high plank. Breathe out, lower down. Maybe at first lower your knees. If you still feel rusty, breathe in open to cobra or upward dog. And breathe out to downward dog. Breathe in, lift your left leg high up. Breathe out, step your left foot forward between your hands. Breathe in, climb up for high lunge. And then take your left hand behind you, reach your right arm back. Strengthen right glutes. Press left heel down and a little bit like you would like to drag the left heel backward. This will give you the strong left underbutt and the hamstrings. Circle your arms down. Exhale, straight your left leg. Inhale, bend your left knee and keep moving like this 3 more times. Linking the breath and the movement together. Next time you straight your left leg, keep it straight. Let's get into those hamstrings so it will be easier to build the bird of paradise at the end. Then roll through vinyasa, bend your left knee, hands down. Step the left foot back, breathe in, either chaturanga on your knees, or maybe you feel ready to keep your knees off the ground. Breathe in, untuck your toes as you lift your heart, and breathe out, strong belly takes you to downward facing dog. Hold it for 3 breaths, or if you are tired, take a child pose.
Next time you exhale, prepare, take a gaze forward. Inhale, step or bounce your way between your feet, between your hands. Breathe in, open. Breathe out, fold down. Breathe in, reach all the way up, arms above the head. Exhale, hands through the heart. Step your feet hip distance apart. Breathe in, send your arms up. Take your right hand to the right side body and lean to the right side. Stretch the left side body. Press firmly down through your feet and allow your toes and heels to share the burden equally. And then come back up, hands up, and then shift. Left hand to the side body, stretch to the left. Lengthen the right side body as much as you can. Always, if you need to, you can move a little bit so that you can find the most productive stretch. And then come all the way up. Exhale, go down, fold down, and step right on your hands to Padahastasana. Hands underneath your feet, relax the head down. Aim for long spine. The neck is soft. Toes are pressed down. Maybe even you have a nice massage for your wrist with your toes. Breathe in, lengthen forward, free your fingers forward. Breathe out, hands to the waistline. Breathe in, climb all the way up, point your elbows back, shine your heart up, and then release your hands down. Let's have another fold, but at first interlace the fingers behind you, roll your shoulders down and back, climb onto your tippy toes, lift your heels up, and imagine you are sliding your spine through a wall. So straight spine as you bend your knees. Squat down, keep your spine straight. Perfect. And let's reverse it up. So keep your heels up as you try to stand up slowly. Keep your feet hip distance apart and now fold down. Keep those arms. Maybe soften your knees a little bit. Soften your head, neck. Then drop your hands down. Step your feet as wide as your yoga mat and point your toes out and land into Malasana, yogi squat. Start to shift your weight from side to side here. So a little bit rocking side to side. Make sure you are pressing with tops of your feet and back of the feet equally. And then let's step into downward dog to create another sequence. So hands down, feet back. Downward facing dog. Breathe in, lift your right leg high up, three-legged dog. Breathe out, step the right foot forward between your hands. Ground your left heel down. Inhale for warrior one, hands up. Find warrior one. Engage your legs, stretch your ribs away from your hips. Lengthen the spine, back of your heart, front of your torso. And then open into warrior two. Open across the hips, open your arms. Find wide open hips. Engage right glutes to open across the right hip even more. And then peaceful warrior, but take your left arm in front of your chest, right arm over the head. So it is a core supported peaceful warrior for 2 more breaths.
And straight your right leg, guide your right hand onto the right shin. If you need to, you can always heel toe your left foot a little bit in. Open your left arm up. Do your best to roll your right hip underneath the left. And left hip is stacked over the right. Breathe deeply. Lean a little bit more back. Find the openness across the heart. And then take your gaze down, hands down. Bend your right knee and send your left knee down. Low lunge again. Take your arms up to the sky. Then interlace the fingers and place the hands behind your head. Lean back. Shine your heart up towards the sun. Root down through your legs. Those are your roots. But there is the intention to open the upper body as though you are rising towards the sun. And move to standing split. Free your fingers forward. Tuck the left toes under and hop the left leg either halfway up for half standing split, or maybe you will open the left leg higher. Do what you can. It's still a morning, so it's okay if the body is a little bit closed. Find a couple more breaths. And step the left foot to the back of the mat. Step the right foot to the back of the mat. Breathe in, plank. Breathe out, vinyasa. Watch your shoulders. Listen to them. If the vinyasa is way too much, you can always stick with cats and cows instead. Meeting in downward dog together. Inhale, left leg high up. Exhale, step your left foot forward between your hands. Ground your right heel down. Inhale, rise up for warrior one. Press the right heel down and back. Bend your left knee nicely. Pull your tummy in with every exhale. So you keep every pose core supported. And then open to warrior two. Shift your drishti to the left side. Relax your jaw. Keep your rib cage centered over your pelvis, over your hips. And then peaceful warrior with right arm in front of your chest, left arm over the head. Only a couple more breaths. Lean towards the back of the mat. And straight your left leg. Flow your left hand onto the left shin, right arm up. Engage your glutes. Almost like you are pointing the sitting bones towards each other. You magnetize them together. The heart rolls up and you lean a little bit back. So if it will be better to go a little bit higher to express this openness across the chest, that is okay too. Couple more breaths. Enjoy them, make them long and full of your awareness. Take a look down and roll down. Right knee plants down. Breathe in, arms up. Interlace the fingers and sweep your palms behind your head. Open the front body. One more full breath in. And then release. Take a look forward, send your fingers forward, hop the right foot up and maybe keep it halfway up. Or maybe lift it up for standing split. Left knee can be a little bit bent always if you need to, but try to straighten the right knee up. It's okay if you are not pointed towards the ceiling with the foot. Do your best and engage the right glutes.
Step your right foot to the back of the mat. Step your left foot to the back of the mat, plank pose. Exhale, vinyasa, your style. I'm doing a little bit easier this time on my knees, but you should feel always free to do vinyasa that suits you best today. And then breathe in, step or hop towards the hands. Lengthen out, inhale. Exhale, fall down, nose to knees. Inhale, rise up, heart up, palms touch above the head. Exhale, hands through the heart. Step your feet a little bit wider than the hips. Hold your elbows with opposite hands. Bend your knees, point them to the outside, and tilt your body to the right. Side body stretch. Center, and tilt your body to the left. Come back all the way up, straight your knees, relax your hands down. Roll your shoulders down and back. Breathe in, spread your arms wide. Palms touch over the head. Breathe out, fall down. Keep this open as across the chest. Breathe in, halfway pose. Breathe out, step back through vinyasa. If you are tired, you can always skip vinyasas. Inhale, heart open. Exhale to downward facing dog. Another flow. We are getting warmer and warmer. Breathe in, lift your right leg up, bend the right knee and point the right knee high, high up, as high as you can. So you can stack the right knee, point it to the heaven. It's like monkey tail a little bit. For a couple more breaths. And step your right foot forward between your hands. Ground your left heel down. Inhale into warrior one. But this time it's only transition for standing balance. So find a drishti and hop your left knee forward, maybe not touching the ground as you hold your left hand to the left knee. Exactly. Find the drishti point. Right hand can go either down or to the right side of your waist. Engage the right glutes. Roll your shoulders down and back. And then dare to lift your arms up and shift into warrior three. The arms will be pointed forward and left leg will be pointed backward. Balance your hips, chin gently towards the chest. Couple more breaths here, but slowly. Inhale and exhale. In and half moon from here. Take right fingers down. Maybe you use a block like me to support yourself. Maybe you catch the ground. And then slowly open the left hip over the right hip. Send your left hand up. Find strong, long lines. From left foot to the crown, chin tucked a little bit. One more full breathe in, maybe even pivot your gaze up, hard up. And slowly as you exhale, step into warrior two. So bend your right knee, step your left foot to the back of the mat. Find yourself in warrior two, readjust your feet if you need to. Then reverse the warrior once again, left arm in front of your chest, right arm over the head, couple breaths. In and out, in fully. And out, send your right forearm onto the right thigh, sweep your left arm over the head. Roll your heart open, right shoulder away from your right ear, left arm straight, left heel pressed down. One more pose. Breathe in, open. Just briefly into the peaceful warrior again.
and then dive to the outside of the right foot. Once again, it is a Parsva Konasana, side angle pose, but a little bit deeper with right fingers outside the foot and left arm over the head. Roll right hip under the left, more and more. Squeeze those glutes. Press the left heel down, strengthen the back leg. And we clear it out with vinyasa. Left hand down, right hand down. Right foot to the back and take flow. Watch out to keep openness in your collarbone. Breathe in hard, even more forward, shoulders down and back. And don't breathe out to downward facing dog. Follow your rhythm. As you arrive to downward facing dog, lift your left leg up, bend your left knee, stack the hip and point the left knee way high up. Like creating a monkey tail. Bring your shoulders closer to your ears. You would like to push a lot through the hands, lengthening your arms. And when you are ready, step your left foot forward between your hands. Ground your right heel down. Inhale into warrior one. Briefly, find the focus and then shoot the right knee forward. Hold the right knee with your right hand. Lengthen the spine and use your left side glutes, medius. So strengthen this outer portion of your glutes, lift it up. And this will help us to balance to warrior three. Take your arms up, inhale, and exhale, slowly start to shift into your warrior three. Keep your hips square, right leg behind, chest forward, hips square, chin tucked a little bit. Couple breaths. Don't worry if you get out of the balance. It's a common one to get out of the balance, so refine it and then drop your left fingers down to the ground or onto the block and open your right arm up. Do your best to stay steady, even in challenging moments. So use your breath and focus a little bit more on breathing rather than on thinking how difficult it is. One more full breathe in, full breathe out. Slowly start to bend your left knee and take it into warrior two. Right foot steps back. Readjust your feet if you need to and get into warrior two. We are this time only passing the warrior two. Get into peaceful warrior. Right arm in front of the chest, left arm over the head. One more breathe in. Take your left forearm onto the left thigh and right arm across the head. Stay here. Lengthen the right side body. Take the breath to every corner of your stretch, every cell of your being. Reclimb back up into peaceful warrior, left arm over the head, right arm in front of the chest, and as you exhale, send your left fingers outside the left foot, right arm across the head. Roll left hip under right, press right heel down, engage your right thigh. And then roll down to vinyasa, right hand down, step your left foot back. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, shift your weight forward, bend your elbows, chaturanga. Inhale hard, even more forward, untuck your toes. Exhale to downward facing dog. And let's have a little bit of rest in child pose before we get to the final shape. Knees down, forehead down. About 5 breaths here. Allow your shoulders to rest.
Let's climb up.
I don't want to keep you too much in child pose right now because we already have a nice heat, and now we will go into our hardest position. So downward facing dog.
We will use almost the same sequence on before, but like before, but this time we will build on that. Breathe in, right leg high up, bend your right knee, scorpion tail, point the right knee up, up, up to the heaven. Only couple breaths this time. Find your maximum. And then step your right foot forward between your hands, ground your left heel. Inhale through warrior one. This time, maybe you can shift your left leg forward and catch your left big toe hold. If it's not happening, repeat what we did before with left knee bend. Engage the right side glutes. Lengthen the spine. One more breath in, maximum, and out. Let's bend the left knee, shift your arms up, and again shift to warrior three. This time only for one cycle of breath, so full breathe in, full breathe out, and listen. Drop left hand down, left fingers down, and point your right arm up. So it will be twisted half moon pose, twisted Ardha Chandrasana. Twist as much from your heart as you can. Keep your left leg straight. Bravo, everybody. Full breathe in, full breathe out. Look down, drop your right fingers down, step the left foot to the back of the mat, revisit your warrior two, like a surfer on the wave. Then open for peaceful warrior. Then right arm to the inside of the right leg. And here we made it to try the bird of paradise. Little by little, and always remember I will try to break it step by step. Take your left arm behind you, if it feels okay, and then maybe you can bring your right arm from the inside of the right thigh underneath the thigh so that the hands will meet. If it's not making sense for you today, keep the right hand down. And now if you have a bind, maybe you can walk or hop the left foot forward to meet the right foot. Point your direction, and if it's working for you, maybe you can shift your weight onto the left foot as you pick up your right leg, keeping the bind, and maybe eventually you can straight your right leg up. If you are nowhere near, just open your right leg like this, holding the knee or extending the leg. So we have always option. If the bird of paradise is not for you today, then it's not, and it's okay. One more breath in and out, and the challenge will be, can we take the foot down slowly, and then relax your hands down, step the left foot back, drop your left knee down, and let's take a lizard. Either stay on your hands, hips low, or go on your forearms if it's easy. Right knee stays close to the right shoulder. So this time avoid taking the right knee outside. It's not an error, it's not like a mistake, but it's nice sometimes to stay more square. Now take your left forearm to the right side a little bit, so you stack the left fingers behind your right heel like this. And then twist your right arm up. Left fingers behind the right heel and right arm up, enjoy twist. And then release, hands down. Step your right foot back. Let's skip vinyasa this time in between the sequences, and let's move directly to the left side. Left leg up, bend your left knee, point the left knee way high. Couple breaths here, scorpion tail. Try to press equally through the hands and stay square in your shoulders. Step the left foot forward between your hands. Ground the right heel, one breathing into warrior one. Then hop the right foot forward. Maybe you can catch the right big toe. Gaze at one point. Strengthen the glutes. Bend your right knee, take your arms up and flow through warrior three. Into your twisted half moon pose. Right hand down, right fingers down, left arm up. Roll your heart open to the left side. Keep your right leg parallel to the earth. Bravo, everybody. Step the right foot to the back of the mat. Ground your right heel down. Rise up into warrior two. Briefly shift into peaceful warrior, core supported, right arm in front of your chest. And then take your left arm to the inside of the left leg. One option, keep this left hand down, or you can try to take the right arm behind you. Or maybe even you can take the left fingers underneath your left thigh and the hands will meet. If not, keep the left hand down and we will take easier option as we stand up. Okay, now hop the right foot forward or walk the right foot forward. And when you are ready, press down through your right foot, pick up your left leg. Or maybe just hold the inside of your knee or your foot and maybe trying to take the left leg up. Aim for 3 breaths, maybe even 4. Hoppa. And then can you slowly take it down, exactly, to the ground? And then step the left foot back where it was. Drop your hands down and drop your right knee down to the lizard. Go onto your forearms if you have room and keep your left knee close to your left shoulder. Strengthen your right glutes. Relax the neck a little bit. It will not get any harder right now. And then keep your right forearm on the ground. Just point your forearm to the left so that the right fingers are behind your left heel, and then lift your left arm up. And then release, left hand down to the ground. Plant your hands down. If you would like to create some more heat before we are going into seated position, then move through vinyasa. Not obligatory. If you feel like it, then flow through your Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward dog, all the way to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And eventually place your knees down to the ground. Sweep your shin bones to one side and sit down. So find your way to the seated position. And of course, the bird of paradise is taking a lot of shoulders opener. To find the bind, it takes lots of opening across the hips and the legs. But do not worry if it's not super pretty yet or you are nowhere near. It will take time to build this pose, but we just need to regularly put ourselves into the shapes and it will get easier. It's a practice like everything. So send your hands behind you. We are going into seated twist. Take your hips up. Exhale, kiss your right knee towards your nose. You can drop the hips a little bit. Exhale fully. Inhale, lift your right leg up, lift your hips higher.
And then drop your hips down. Take your left heel close to your right side of the butt and take your right foot outside the left knee. Breathe in, lift your left arm up. And breathe out, twist to the right. Look behind the right shoulder. Try to stay heavy on right side of your butt cheek. Right sitting bone equally on the ground. Take a look forward and take the right knee onto the left knee to Gomukhasana legs. If it's too hard, sit on something. It can be a pillow, it can be a block, or you can always straight the bottom leg. Then drift your fingers forward, maybe keep yourself upright or fold towards the right thigh. Relax the back of the neck. Observe your breath. What is your breath doing to change the pose? It's such a powerful practice to stay with your breath, to follow its full duration. And then climb up to sit. Uncross your legs. Take the fingers behind you. Breathe in, lift your seat. Breathe out, left knee towards your nose. You are allowed to drop the hips a little bit. Nose meet the knee. Exhale fully. And as you inhale, lift the hips higher. Lift your left foot up. Take a full breath in. And then drop your hips down. Take the right foot towards the left butt cheek and left foot outside the right thigh. Breathe in, right arm up. And as you breathe out, twist to the left. Look behind the left shoulder. Soften your face already. And slide your left knee onto the right. Look to the center. Maybe balance right and left to find both sitting bones. And when you are ready, take your fingers down and maybe bow down if you have room. We are getting more into meditative state. So I will be more silent. Use this time to check how you feel, to follow your breaths, to deepen your awareness of the present moment. And lift yourself slowly up. Last seated pose, spread your legs wide open. Do it slowly, no need to rush. Find your maximum and maybe stay upright. Keep your spine neutral lumbar spine, so that the movement goes from tilting your pelvis forward, not from rounding your lower spine. And then maybe send your fingers forward. Maybe that's all. Listen to your inner groins. They will tell you if it's too much, If it is, then back off a little bit. If it's not, maybe walk onto your forearms. Eventually, it's called a pancake shape, as we lie all the way down and we are flat. But as always, do your version of this pose. Close your eyes here. Listen to your breath as you breathe in. You feel your belly as though you are pouring a water into the belly. And then you fill up your chest. And as you breathe out, you empty your chest and you empty your belly. If you can, stay active through your toes, pointing the toes towards your ears, or maybe a little bit of external rotation through your feet. I find usually that inner legs needs a little bit more time to stretch, so let's take at least 3 or 4 more breaths, but make them slow. Close your eyes. Get into the feelings of it. And slowly, if you are ready, climb up, but slowly. Maybe even use your hands to pick up your legs. And we are moving into Shavasana. So roll down onto your spine, but after working a lot on our shoulders and hips, I invite you to start Shavasana with feet a little bit wider than the hips. The knees fall to the center to touch. Take your arms up and cross your arms as though you are hugging yourself. So let's start Shavasana like this, and then we will move to more traditional one. I invite you to express a little bit of self-love. And this hug is a nice opportunity to pour some love into our heart place. Be thankful for what you did, thankful for what your body is capable of. Gratitude to your muscles, bones, tendons. And if you wish, you can slide it out to Shavasana. If you have time, stay there to pause for a moment. But as always, if you feel rush, then I can say Namaste to you already. But if you feel that you still have 5 minutes, then stay in Shavasana and I will guide you through some breathing and through some stillness in silence. And then I will wake us up. Of course, grab a blanket if you need to. And then make yourself feel cozy. Allow your toes to splay out. Legs are heavy. Heavy arms. Heavy palms. And start to notice the air that you breathe in. Notice that it is a little bit cooler than as you breathe out. And as you breathe out, the air is a little bit warmer. Again, visualize that as you breathe in, it's like pouring the water into a glass. You start from the bottom, belly, then the ribs, chest. And as you breathe out, empty your chest, lungs, and belly. Keep observing this breath. And then the meditation is as simply as this. It is about observing your body, observing and following your breath. And also catching yourself whenever you are going somewhere into your mind, into thoughts. Catching yourself there, and then making a conscious decision to come back and observe. We will have about 3 more minutes here. So if you are somewhere far away in your thoughts, come back to the present moment. And because we are still in the morning energy, visualize the tone of the day. Make a vision of yourself for today. What kind of mood you would like to guide you? What kind of person would you like to be? And slowly, when you feel ready, start to bring some movements into your fingers. Move your toes, wrist and ankles. Bring some movements to your arms and legs. Stretch out, yawn. Stretch your jaw. And with pleasure, turn to one side. And when you are ready, move back to the seated position. So that we can finish together. Hands to the chest. And as we make a vision for ourselves, for our mood, for a good energy for today, we get actually even stronger when we share it together, when we do it together. So thank you for practicing together. Namaste. Thank you, Eva and Lulu. You made it till the end.
Thank you, Anya.
Thank you, Eva.
See you probably next week.
See you next week.
Have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Have a nice weekend. Enjoy. Enjoy.
Thank you, Anna.
Thank you, Lulu. What are your plans?
It's my busy week because